let's go everybody. We are getting ready to get started because you know why? For the first time ever, we are going to be broadcast not one, not two, not three, but 4 of our stadium tours. Today we're going to do Stadium Championship Series East in Tampa, and then later on we're going to go to West Texas, which is El Paso, down in Stadium Championship Series West, and then we're going to go to Atlanta, Georgia the other day in South, and then later on back to my hometown in Anaheim. Also, everybody, welcome everybody to the broadcast booth. Everybody, I am AALS3179. It's great to see everybody doing well and stuff like that, especially that you guys are doing well and stuff like that. So anyways, let's get it started right there for Pacifica Northwest in Monster Mud, and her opponent is going to be Nick Wild in the Blue Thunder Monster Truck. We're going to get ready for Tampa Bay, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 2-time Super Bowl champions, and we're going to get ready to get started. Stadium Championship Series East is ready to get going. Perfect run by both guys out there between Monster Mutt and Blue Thunder. They're solid, looking good right there. Also, I want to let everybody know, welcome everybody for another video. This is AALS3179. Glad to be part of doing another video right now as we're going to get ready to get started. And down to the final turn, and it looks like Pacifica Northwest got him about an inch. Your winner is Pacifica Northwest in Monster Mutt. Now let's go look at the replay video again. I would like to see what is amazing run by these two guys. So far, Pacifica had the best of Nick Wild. Nick tried to do his best he can out there for all that stuff. And apparently, you know, Pacifica got the best term of him. And it looks like your winner goes to Pacifica Northwest in Monster Mud. What a good run right there for Pacifica, as we're going to get ready to get more started right there. Pulling up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Amy Rose in the Gravedigger Monster Truck as she's getting ready to rock and rolling right there. And her opponent, Poof, aka Perry, in the Avenger Monster Truck. And it looks like it's going to be a good matchup between Poof and Amy. Both guys have started out for a very long time. Well, Amy is more longer than Poof. She started way years before Poof, and here they go. Both guys are looking good right there as they're going to get started. So far, Poof is bringing out the American-made, American-type Avenger. That is, he's trying to, you know, show it off here at Tampa. And, you know, that's like his alternate uniform. Coming next, pulling up the starting line, ladies and gentlemen, they're getting ready to get started. Looks like Amy is doing well right there. And looks like there's a 5-second penalty on Amy Rose and Gravedigger. Let's go look at it again because I wasn't paying attention because I got a little too distracted, I'll admit. So anyways, let's go look at the replay right now. So far, they're both really solid, decent right there on both sides right there. And it looks like, oh yeah, I could tell. Oh yeah. Yep, I see it. Gravedigger had a 5-second penalty. She did not, you know, completed her both wheels on the ramp because it went outside of the white lane, so that means it's going to cost her. So that means, ladies and gentlemen, your winner is Poof and Avenger. Pulling up the starting line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the legendary Cosmo in Max D. That's Poof's son. And now his opponent, Dipper Pines, in the Octanator. This is going to be a good, decent right there, even though Dipper and Cosmo are going to go at it. And fun fact is, during Monster Jam University, unlike, you know, real life, because, you know, Tom Mintz has his own university, Cosmo doesn't, is part of us. But Dipper was, you know, taught by his mentor, that is Cosmo and Max D. Cosmo taught Dipper really well. And it looks like the mentor is going to take him down. And it looks like it is. And it looks like your winner is going to be, a 5-second penalty again. This time it's going to be on Max D, and it looks like Octanator is the winner. So we're going to go look at the replay, what happened or how did Cosmo messed up. So let's go look at the replay right now. Both trucks were looking really decent, stuff like that. I like to see stuffing, you know, stuff like that. And oh yeah, Cosmo made it outside the line, so that's going to cost him. So apparently Cosmo will not be the winner right there because he has a 5-second penalty. I did saw that. Pulling up the line, ladies and gentlemen, this is our final race of our round 1 competition. Here comes Phineas Flynn in the Demo Derby Monster Truck and his opponent Judy Hobbs in Monster Mud Dalmatian. So far, Judy is pretty impressive this season. I will give her that. Well, apparently she's not taking the lead in this tour right now, but if she can keep going and going, maybe she could have a chance to get to the Monster Jam World Finals, and that's what she's trying to do because it's going to be her hometown venue. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here they come right there. Judy Hobbs and Phineas, the battle of 2 Disney characters. One represents a former TV show, one represents a movie. And it looks like it's just going to be close right there. And it looks like Phineas got the best of her. Your winner is Phineas Flynn in Demo Derby, knocking out Judy Hobbs in Monster Mud Dalmatian. Let's go look at the replay again. Let's go see what happens. Pretty solid, decent right now between Demo Derby and Monster Mutt. Well, let's go see how it happened. Dalmatian almost tried her best, but it looks like Demo Derby got the best of her. So, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like your winner is Phineas Flynn, all the way from Phineas and Ferb, defeated Judy Hobbs. Now we're going to the round 2 competition. It will be the Punisher taking on Monster Mutt, the hated rivalry between These two guys, oh my goodness. Pacifica and Tank. Then Monster Energy Avenger. And then Yeti Octonator. And then V8 Bomber Demo Derby. It's a really solid, decent lineup. I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to see what's going to happen. And now this is the match we all been waiting for. Now, for those of you guys that didn't notice, because nobody knows nothing about this in the real world, that Tank in Punisher, he was a former driver of Salvager, taking on his arch rival, Pacifica Northwest, former driver of Horsepower, and now she's in the Monster Mud Monster Truck. This is going to be the most hated rivalry between those two drivers. They're the main reason why they have to be in every single tour. Now, for anyone that is new to this, for anyone that didn't notice, this is like our version to Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning rivalry, because Pacifica was a winning driver until Tank came in. He became a winning driver, and they met each other multiple times, and it looks like this is going to be a it right there. And oh, Tank got to be careful. He almost got a 5-second penalty, and it looks like Punisher's the winner. Now, if anyone thinks that it's a 5-second penalty, it is not, because what happened was Tank made it a little bit decent on time, because if he was out, you know, of his outside of the other side of the tires, it would have caused him a 5-second penalty. But this time it wasn't, but still, it was almost clean. Yeah, it was solid, decent, clean. Yep, he got all tires inside the ramp, so right on time before it was too late. Coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, the 3-time World Finals champion, Monster Energy, Mr. Poppers, is glad to be back in this monster truck, and it's been a while since he's back in his truck. Now his opponent is Poof and Avenger. Let's see what Perry's going to do, or should I say Poof? Well, he would be called Perry. You know, he changed his name legally, you know, his decision and stuff, but still, we're going to see how it goes right there. This is a matchup between Monster Energy and Avenger. So far, both trucks are looking decent right now between Monster Energy and Avenger, but there's going to be surprising starts right there, and it looks like Avenger's taking the lead right there. Down to the final turn, it looks like Poof is trying to hang in there. Mr. Popper's trying to hang in there, and it looks like a good luck charm goes to Poof and Avenger, and Poof has knocked out Monster Energy. Mr. Poppers couldn't believe it. A disappointed race. That was a good race between those two guys. I would love to see the replay again. That was really solid, decent right there. Let's go look at the replay right now. Poof has already, man, he's been doing well right there in his sport right there. So far, the Avenger has already got the game right there, and it looks like he's doing well right there. So far, I give him that. That's a pretty solid, decent. Pulling up the starting line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Stan in the Yeti monster truck, all the way from Disney's Dog with a Blog. And speaking of Disney, another one is another Disney character, Dipper Pines in the Octonator. Now, this is going to be a good matchup, because you have one character that is a cartoon animation, and you got another one based on a live-action voiceover from a live-action show. And now there it is. This is going to be a good race right there. And fun fact is, for those guys that didn't notice, Stan and Dipper known each other for a pretty while right now. Well, they've known each other for a while, and it looks like Stan's having a 5-second penalty run. Oh my goodness. We're going to find out what the official says, because I think there's a 5-second penalty on Yeti, and we're going to see. It looks like Yeti got his tires inside, and it looks like Octonator is the winner, because, yep, Yeti got a 5-second penalty. And let's go look what happened. There was an error from Yeti. Yeah, let's go look at the replay right now. The first jump was not that bad. It was pretty decent and stuff, but however, this is the problem what everyone's talking about. Yep, there it is. Stan got a 5-second penalty. That's a bad call by Stan, you know, bad move, but you know what? It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, so he still got, you know, two-wheel skills and also freestyle. Now our final of round 2 competition. This is the battle of Stepbrother versus Stepbrother. Phineas Flynn and Ferb Fletcher, 2 of the Stepbrothers. Now, for those of you guys that never watches Phineas and Ferb, for those of you guys, just in case, that Phineas's mom married Ferb's dad, and I know that both of their parents are watching this right now. This is not considered a hometown show, even though they're from Danville. Danville's located in New York, confirmed from the show, the creator himself. And now that since, you know, New York, we're about up north, this is the southern eastern side, so we're going to see how it goes. And it looks like Ferb Fletcher is going to go for the win right there. And I believe that, I bet, if there was a bet, I bet Phineas is going to have to buy Ferb from Waffle House, you know, something like that. Anyways, let's go look at the replay right now. Demo Derby tried his best, but Ferb Fletcher got the best of him and everything like that. Pretty decent run by Ferb Fletcher in the V8 Bomber. Phineas tried his best, but it's not the way what he wanted to do, but still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is. Anyways, we are going to the official Monster Jam semifinals. We will have Tank and the Punisher taking on Poof and Avenger, and then Dipper Pines and Octonator will be taking on Ferb Fletcher in the V8 Bomber. So far, there's only 2 Disney characters, 1 Nickelodeon, and 1 is a made-up character We have no Cartoon Network characters are in this, but we're going to see what's going to happen right there. This is going to be a good battle, and it's all decent, but we're going to get ready to get started right there. Tank and the Punisher, he is taking the lead in this tour. His main goal is that he wants to stay the lead and stay undefeated. Him and Mavis are on the line right now for their undefeated streak. And now his opponent, Poof, in the Avenger, aka Perry. He goes by Perry now, but people still calls him Poof, but even though that's his real name, but Perry is like his decent name. And here we go, let's get it on right there. So far, both trucks are starting equally right there. A perfectly good match between Avenger and Punisher. And Tank looks like he's pretty decent right now. And it looks like Tank is taking the lead right now by an inch. And down to the final turn, Tank wants to go fast mode right there. But Poof can catch up right there. Into the final turn, and it looks like to the final jump. And it looks like Punisher got the best of it. And whoa, careful, Poof. Almost got an accident, but this time not a single scratch on a fiberglass body. He has saved his body and has saved his own skin right there. Wow, what a great run. Let's go look at the replay right there. Perfect good runs by both guys right there between Punisher and the Avenger. Not bad right there. And that was a crazy finish by Avenger. And then Poof almost nearly flipped it over. Not this time because he got it the best of it. Now we're going to go to the official semifinals of the last half. Who's going to meet Tank and Punisher? Will it be Dipper Pines and Octonator? Or will it be the guy who's made it to multiple championship race? Ferb Fletcher in the V8 Bomber. Ferb is a really good driver. I'm not saying he's not that bad, but he had his all solid decents and everything run. I'm really surprised how Ferb came up with it. Ferb was never drive like this. He is so good at racing. He is trying to do the best he can out there, and that's his main goal right there. And Ferb is having a little trouble, almost nearly. I think he got a 5-second penalty. I'm not so sure. Into the final turn, I guess Dipper might be got the best of it. Can we see Dipper going to the championship race, or Ferb's going to get him? Oh my goodness, wow! Dipper Pines with the Hail Mary pass. Oh my goodness. I have never seen anything like this. Let's go look at the replay right now. So far, perfectly run by Dipper Pines. He has taken the lead. Ferb looked like nearly he got a 5-second penalty. He's the good thing he was still okay. But I think he got oh, wait a minute. I think, did V8 Bomber pass the line? I think Ferb Fletcher got him. Wait, what? I don't know what was going on, ladies and gentlemen, for the decent run, but I'm not so sure. There's a weird call right there from the officials that I think that if V8 Bomber touches the line, I'm not so sure yet. Now what I was told, ladies and gentlemen, that they were going to do the challenge flag, but however, Ferb has mechanical issues, so they decided to give it to Dipper Pines, even though it was the most controversial call I have ever seen. We had some controversial calls before, even especially during the broadcast in the real world, but I don't understand why, so we're gonna have to go for it. So anyways, show must continue. You can't do nothing about it. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here we're gonna get ready to get started for the championship race. There it is, Tank and Punisher, Dipper Pines, and Octonator. So far, both guys are looking decent right now. They're gonna go to the second jump right there, and it looks like Tank is taking the lead. Now we're gonna go to the final jump. The question is, can Tank take the victory, or Dipper, can he go over? But I think it's too late. I think it looks like Tank's gonna do it, and your racing winner in Tampa, Florida, is going to be Tank and the Punisher, knocking out Dipper Pines and Octonator, which is still gives him a valuable lead to keep his points up. That way he can stay undefeated. Let's go look at the replay again. That was some crazy race I have ever seen in my life from those two guys right there between Punisher and Octonator. So far, it looks like, oh, and looks like Octonator, I wasn't paying attention. Looks like he would have get a 5-second penalty like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe racing has come to an end. Your racing winner goes to Tank and Punisher for winning here at Tampa, Florida. Now we're going to go to the official Monster Jam two-wheel skills competition. Like I always mentioned before, every truck has to hit 2 obstacles to perform. If they hit 1 obstacle, flipped it over, caused problems, they're not eligible to make the score. We're going to see what's going to happen right now. This is going to be a really solid, decent race by those guys out there, but we'll see how it gets, everything like that. We don't know if there's any word or decisions just yet. So far, I'm waiting for any word from the officials of what they're saying right now. Pulling up, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Amy Rose in the Gravedigger monster truck. Let's see if she's trying to do her best. So far, the bad news is that she has to go first because, you know, Gravedigger didn't do well and stuff like that. And now it's getting a little bit raining right here at Tampa, Florida. I don't know what's going on, or probably Mother Nature's getting the best, but let's just hope it's not that bad raining. So the good news is it's not like a heavy rain right now. It's still light rain. We're not so sure yet, so we'll see how it goes. Amy Rose, it looks like she's trying to stand up right there. She's getting ready to commence her wheelie backflip. Not a wheelie, not backflip, I meant to say to do a wheelie stuff. First jump right there, and including not bad for a jump right there. Not bad by Amy Rose and Gravedigger. Now, I talked to Amy Rose earlier today. I told her, what was your strategy so far this tour? She says she's trying her best, but unfortunately, you know, the tour's not looking good for her right now. But, however, she still has a one shot at this because she's trying to make it to the playoffs and possibly head to the biggest event, World Finals. And it looks like the second one is not really that much south out there, but still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, but, you know, that's how it is and stuff like that. So let's go look at the replay right now for Amy Rose and Gravedigger. Now, I like the part how she jumps over that skinny ramp right there, trying to land it. Did a perfect stompy right there, like a perfect wheelie right there. But the wheelie wasn't that much that everyone expected. She's trying to do this perfect stompy right there, the two-wheel skills maneuver, which I call it. But unfortunately, still not the best, however. But it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. The good news is she's still eligible to make the score. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be a good score right there. But we're going to go see what's going to happen with Amy Rose and Gravedigger. So far, not yet. I was not told by just yet. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I am told by the officials that the scores are in. So we're just waiting for what's the scores are in for Amy Rose. We're just waiting to pop up the screen. And there it is, 1.059. Unfortunately, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. But that's how it's supposed to be. So very proud for Amy Rose. At least she tried her best. There's nothing you can't do about it. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, stuff like that. But still, at least I'm proud for this woman. Going up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Nick Wilde, a.k.a. Nicholas Wilde, in Blue Thunder, all the way from Zootopia. And he's trying to do his best in this tour right now to get back to the Monster Jam World Finals. Not to get back there, because he's going to his hometown city. And it looks like he lost his McDonald's flag after that one turn, but still, we'll see how he does. Now Nick Wilde looks like he's trying to move it up right there, and he's trying to see what he's trying to do the best. And it looks like he's going to reverse it. Perfect wheelie right there. Not bad for a perfect wheelie right there for Nick Wilde in Blue Thunder. So far, one more hit to go. Can Nick Wilde get in the game right there? I'm not so sure yet, or how's he going to do it, but we'll see how he does it. Nick Wilde looks like he's pulling his strategy right there to get in the game out there, and it looks like he's trying to do elsewhere right there. Going for the two-wheel skill, and it's not incomplete. Well, it looks like it didn't work out well because, you know, the officials have to shut him down for safety reasons, but still, it is what it is for Nick Wilde in Blue Thunder. Unfortunately, it is not the way what he wanted to do. So let's go look at the replay right now. So Nick Wilde, unfortunately, you know, it is not what he's looking forward to see right there. Tried his best, you know, doing everything he can out there, trying to do a perfect wheelie right there. I like the part how he's trying to make sure he's keeping his distance. And then he's trying to do the stompy right there, the two-wheel skills maneuver. Unfortunately, the truck lost its balance, forced itself to flip it over. So we'll see how it goes, but I think Gravedigger will possibly still take the lead. Anyways, the score to be right now is 1.095 from Amy Rose and Gravedigger. We're just getting ready to look at the scores right now. So far, not a word yet by the officials yet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told by the officials that the scores are officially in. We're just waiting to pop out the score. It's going to be a risky, but here it is, 1.200, which I'm kind of surprised that it wasn't the score. I don't see him taking the lead. I don't know why, but that's really one of the weirdest controversial move I have ever seen. But even though we had some controversial moments, but this is one bad flag, you know, for all the fans in Tampa. I don't know what the heck are they saying, but it is what it is. I'm not going to do nothing about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Wilde is officially now taking the lead right there. Pulling up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes our veteran. He's like our version to Tom Mintz in this, you know, in this world right there. It is Cosmo. And the Max D Monster Truck has been driving Max D for a very long time, even though it's not the same without Donald Duck, because Donald Duck was a former Gravedigger driver. That's like Dennis versus Tom. And Cosmo looks like he's going to do it. And, all right, he saved the truck. That's perfect. That's what the fans wanted to see. Now back for the legend. Cosmo is the only Monster Jam driver that has been to every single World Finals. And now his World Finals in jeopardy because the problem is his tour ratings and everything. It is not really looking good, and it's not good for Cosmo right now. Cosmo's having some bad luck so far this year. We're hoping he can get it ready to get into World Finals. Because remember, after this, he is no longer, you know, a driver every year because we have no driver. And unfortunately, he flipped himself over, and it's not what he wanted to do. Although Cosmo is trying his best right there to show it off right here to fans here in Tampa, but it's not the way what he possibly wanted to do. I know he's very disappointed right now, but it is not looking good right there for Cosmo. Cosmo tried his best right there. You know, let's go see what the kid does. You know, not a kid no more, the big guy right there, all the way from Fairy World, or you can say from Dimsdale, California. It looks like he tried his best right there to try to do this stompy right there on the backflip ramp. And he reversed it, but unfortunately, it looks like the truck had got the best of him, and it's not what he wanted to do, but still, it is what it is. And now Blue Thunder is taking the lead right now with 1.200 from Nick Wilde, as Nick Wilde still remaining in the hot seat right now. Actually sitting in the hot seat, my bad, meant to say. We're just waiting for what is the score, what's the decision by the officials. So far, not just yet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, told by the officials that the scores are in. We're just waiting for the scores right now to pop out. And there it is, 1.004. That is a way bad score for Max D. Cosmo's not looking it right now. He's not having good luck right now. It's just, I don't know what's going on with Cosmo. He has never liked this before. But I'm not saying his old age is getting the best of him. But, you know, it happens, you know, when life moves on and stuff, when you get new characters coming in. Now pulling up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Judy Hopps in the Monster Mud Dalmatian. Now, I remember when Judy was debuting years and years ago, when she debuted with Monster Mud Dalmatian, she made a name for herself with that truck. Although Dalmatian has won the World Finals Freestyle Champion. Whoa! What the heck am I looking at it? Okay, that's what the fans wanted to see right here in Tampa. Let's hope the fans are going to give him a good score, because she is now trying to do her best so far. Her partner, aka her partner in crime, her lover, Nick Weil, is still remaining sitting in the hot seat. He's hoping Judy Hopps to fail to lose, but this could possibly take out Blue Thunder. So, fun fact is, you know, Dalmatian has won a freestyle champion, which was back in World Final 6, but that was under another character known as Puka. I know a lot of people don't even know her because, you know, she's from another show called Puka. I would recommend look it up because, you know, the skills come to an end. Probably I'll say it maybe some other time when I get time to talk about it. But anyways, not bad for Judy Hopps. You know, it goes through a lot of, you know, drivers with Monster Mud Dalmatian, but pretty not bad. I really give her that everything. And now let's go look at the replay right now. I like this one. The first move, oh my goodness. First, she did a moonwalk, and then it went up to a wheelie. I don't know how did Judy Hopps did it. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know how she done it, but that was one crazy move I have ever seen right now. So far, the score to be right now is 1.200 from Nick Weil in Blue Thunder. We're just waiting for what's the decision, what's the score. So far, not just yet. I'm waiting for the decision for everything for the officials. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am told by the officials that the scores are in. And now we're just getting ready to see. And there it is, 2.059. Judy Hopps is officially now taking the lead. She will be sitting in the hot seat right now. Although Nick Weil is going to be a little disappointed seeing the love of his life already took him out. But still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, coming next, here comes Mr. Poppers in the Monster Energy Monster Truck. Let's see what he's going to do. He is a 3-time World Finals Freestyle Champion. He won the first 2, which is World Finals 17 and 18 when he drove this truck, Monster Energy. And then 19, he drove Rockstar Energy. And after that, Rockstar Energy was his name of himself. And then after that, it was all gone, disappeared. Now he's back with Monster Energy again. Well, except last season, he drove Big Kahuna because he had no driver, no trucks, or not available. But now he's back, and this time in Monster Energy. But still, it is what it is. Blowing up the jump right there. And it looks like he's going to do a perfect wheelie. Not bad right there for Mr. Poppers in Monster Energy. He has one more hit to go. Let's see what he's going to try to do to make a name for himself and stuff like that. But I'm seeing that he's trying to get in the game right there. So far, Monster Energy is going to go right there, and he's going to moonwalk it right there. He's going to sideline it to the moonwalk, and not bad right there by Monster Energy. Of course, but that's what every fans wanted to see. And the fans are liking it right now. This is going to be a tough decision because I don't know if that's going to be... I don't know if it's going to be enough or it's going to be for a good one because, like I say, they're both good between Dalmatian and Monster Energy. I can't tell how it's going to happen or what it is or something. I'm just going to wait till whatever the fans will love to see right there here in Tampa. And I'm pretty sure that the fans are loving it so far right there, right now. But we're just going to see what is the decision yet for all the fans out there. So anyways, the score to be right now is 2.059 from Monster Mud Dalmatian's Judy Hopps, as Monster Energy is getting ready to see what's the score right there. So far, I have not told just yet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am told by the officials that the scores are going to be in right now. We're just waiting for the decision. And there it is, 2.562. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new leader. Monster Energy, Mr. Poppers, has officially now taken the lead right now. And Judy Hopps, well, fortunately, it lasted, for a while, but it is what it is. Pulling up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Stan in the Yeti Monster Truck. He is a 2-time World Finals champion. He won a racing back in World Finals 15 when he used to drove Illuminator. And then in World Finals 21, he won the racing champion with this truck, the Yeti Monster Truck. Stan became one of the few drivers, I believe, that won one of each with 2 different trucks. Started with Illuminator and now Yeti. But Stan did make a name for himself right there. And he's also related to a reality show known as Disney's Dog with a Blog. And let's see what he's going to blog it tonight. Let's see what the dog's going to do if he has a blog tonight, if he's going to make it good and perfectly, but not really what he wants. But Stan has one more hit to go. So far, just one more hit to go. So I asked Stan earlier, are you going to blog it if you ever want a racing title race on your show? He's like, you know what? That's what I'm really going to go for. Not just racing skills and freestyle as well. But if I go for that, even if I go back to the World Finals and get my redemption to go for a win, then that could possibly be my time, you know. That's what I'm looking forward to. And he's going to go look like it, and it looks like a two-wheel skill has failed on him. But it is what it is. So the officials have shut the truck down. But still, it is what it is. You know what? He's not what he wanted to do, but very disappointing run for Stan in Yeti. But still, he tried his best. Go and look at the replay right now. Stan perfectly jumped right there. I'll give him that. You know what? He did everything he can, what he's trying to do the best, you know, rocking and rolling right there. And it looks like right there, here's what happened. Burst the truck, get out the throttle, and it looks like it ended it really not in the way he wanted to do, but it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. Anyways, the score to be right now is 2.562 from Monster Energy and Mr. Poppers. Mr. Popper is still remaining sitting the hot seat. We're not told just yet, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we are told by the officials that the scores are in. So far, we're just waiting for what's the decision just yet for Stan and Yeti, and there it is, 1.109. Well, unfortunately, you know what? He tried his best, everything he like that. Not the way what he wanted to do, but still, it is what it is. You know what? I'll give him that. That's a great moment and stuff. But, you know what? There's nothing you can do about it, but it is what it is. Going up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Pacifica Northwest in the Monster Mud. And let's see what she's going to do for everything she done tonight. And now let's see what she's going to try to get in the game right there so far. But, however, let's see what's her success. Pacifica Northwest, you know, also a former rich girl from Gravity Falls. It looked like, let's see how this rich girl can really rock and roll right there. Driving behind the wheel alongside with her husband, Dipper. I know that her sister-in-law, her former nemesis, but now sister-in-law, Mabel, is in Stadium Championship Series West with Getting Gleeful. And it looks like Pacifica's going to go right there. And she's going to do it right there. Could have jumped right there. Not bad out there. Oh, careful, Pacifica. Did she damage her truck? No, I don't think so. Okay, she's still good. Okay, the officials, she's good. As long as she didn't damage the truck, she's still good. She's eligible to keep driving. Because remember, safety is our #1 priority. Because remember, safety issues and stuff like that. So far, we're going to see what Monsterman's going to do. Remember, she's a former driver of Horsepower. Unfortunately, Horsepower, there's no such thing as Horsepower in BeammonDaC, which we have to substitute her with Monster Mud. I mean, it wasn't her first time driving Monster Mud. She drove it before when back in, you know, 2020 or 2021. That was during the year of the pandemic era when we had a thing going on. But still, Pacifica Northwest, you know, I give her that. That's a really amazing run right there. Amazing jump out there in the Monster Mud monster truck, including she drove it numerous times in the preseason. Then going back to Horsepower, and now she's back in Monster Mud, this time for her first time ever in a full tour right there. So let's go look at the replay right now for Pacifica Northwest in Monster Mud. Not bad for the jump right there. She tried everything she can out there. And although I thought she broke the truck when she hit the side of the ramp, but it didn't. And the first jump right there, perfect wheelie, was really amazing right there by Monster Mud. As, you know, she really rock and roll it and all that stuff. And now the score to be right now is 2.562 from Monster Energy's Mr. Poppers. We're just waiting for what's the score, what's the decision just yet. So far, I'm not told by the officials just yet, ladies and gentlemen, but it's going to be a risky. So far, not just yet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, told by the officials that the scores are in. We're just waiting for it to pop out the score. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 2.360. That's a good run right there for Pacifica Northwest. Unfortunately, still not enough to take out Monster Energy. But hey, at least she tried her best. I'm not really upset, you know, all that stuff. But still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Pacifica, here comes another Disney Channel character. All the way from Phineas and Ferb. Phineas Flynn in Demo Derby. He grew up all the way in Danville, which is upstate in New York. Danville, New York. Even though it's in the northeastern side. The good thing, he's an East tour, which means that, you know, East, he's eligible to stay at home right there. But, however, he's in the southeast, which is Florida, here in Tampa, Florida. And it looks like Demo Derby is going to get it ready to get started right there. It looks like he's going to go for the jump. And it's funny because a lot of people will never see, you know, real-life Hot Wheels monster trucks go to join Monster Jam, you know, for this speed and stuff. We're not going to get to that. But, however, you know, this is the closest you guys are going to see, you know, any Hot Wheels stuff in the Monster Jam competing. Not bad for the first jump right there by Phineas. You know, he has one more hit to go. Let's see, the dude can do everything he can. He's a very good fixer, a very good mechanic. And for those of you guys that didn't notice, based on the show, yes, Phineas does help out his crew members after, you know, fixing out his truck right there. And he's going to go right there to the jump. And it looks like he's trying his best, but not enough. But still, at least I give props to the kid. You know, he did everything he can out there. And now he's waving to all the crowd right here in Tampa, Florida, you know, showing it to all the fans right there. Let's go look at the replay right now. I like to see how Phineas does it. Phineas really rocking and rolling right there. He did the jump right there. And, you know, perfect wheelie. I will give him that. The first one was not bad at all, but I don't think the second one was that good enough, but at least he's trying his best. But I'm not saying he did bad. I'm not saying he did bad. He did okay. You know, I'll give him that, you know, in his props and everything like that, but still he rocking and rolling. So anyways, the score to be right now is 2.562 from Monster Energy. As Phineas, I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we're going to see what's going to happen. So far, no word just yet from the officials, and we're going to see what's going to happen with the score. And now, ladies and gentlemen, told by the officials that the scores are in, and Demo Derby will be getting a 2.306. Unfortunately, 2.360, I'm sorry. But, you know, it's just, I just don't think it's still not enough. If only he pulled another wow factor on the second hit, that would be perfect. But still, you know, you can't blame on him and stuff like that, how it is. Playing up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Poof, a.k.a. Perry, in the Avenger Monster Truck. He is the son of Cosmo and Wanda, and also Timmy's brother. Now, fun fact is, Poof is the only relative that has never won a World Finals Championship just yet. So far, his dad, Cosmo, won 6-time World Champs before. Wanda wants 1, and Timmy, his brother, won 2. And Poof is the only one has never, ever has won. And looks like, oh no, careful, Poof, and whoa, he saved the truck! Oh my goodness, he just saved it. That is some crazy stuff by Poof and Avenger. Let's see, can the officials can let him go. I don't know what's going to happen. Poof is making some hand signal. Oh no, oh yeah. I think they're going to end it right there. There's no way they're going to let him continue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he's going to make a score, but oh my goodness, man. I thought he was going to continue, man. I was so happy, excited for Poof and Avenger to continue, but I don't know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am told by the officials that the transmission is already messed up. So the transmission from the motor is not looking good right now for Poof. So Poof has to go backstage right now to get that truck fixed. So unfortunately, he's not eligible to make the score, which makes Monster Energy still remaining, taking the lead on the top. I know that it sucks for Poof. Poof is not very happy right now, and he's trying to do his best to turn it on, but I believe that the transmission, everything's all messed up. So there's been a situation thing. Pulling up, ladies and gentlemen, is Ferb Fletcher in the V8 Bomber Monster Truck. One of the most baddest controversial calls in the history of Nickelodeon Disney Cartoon Network. One of them was, I don't know what or how or why that Ferb Fletcher did touch the line when he was on the semifinals against Octonator, but for some reason, I don't know how the officials were not paying attention. And, oh, look out. And Ferb is going to have a bad luck. I thought his bad luck was done, but it looks like, turns out it's just the beginning. It got worse. Ferb is not having a good run so far right here in Tampa. I know he's not very happy right now, and that is not what Ferb wanted. He is also Phineas' stepbrother because, you know, his dad married Phineas' mom, but not looking good right there so far for Ferb. Ferb tried everything he can. He just jumped over there and he flipped it. He lost control of the truck and flipped it over, and it just cost him. I know Ferb is not very happy right now. All that stuff. Monster Energy still remaining, taking the lead. I don't think, you know, this is not looking good right there for Ferb Fletcher. This is going to cost him some points, and it might go him down. I know Ferb is angry right now. I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. But you can't do nothing about it. Once it happens, it happens. I understand that. And I know he's not happy right now with that call and everything like that. So it is what it is. I know it's very disappointing, but hey, you can't do nothing about it. Putting up the other lane, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Dipper Pines in the Octonator Monster Truck. As I mentioned before earlier that, yeah, he won the semifinals but lost to Punisher. But let's see if he can try to get his redemption right now. So far, not bad with the first jump. Well, it's not really that much to see right there, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. So far, Monster Energy still remaining, taking the lead right now, but we're going to see what's going to happen. But remember, we're down to the last 2 trucks. Dipper's one of them, and then after that, we're going to a racing champion winner. Goes to Punisher, and wow, not bad for Dipper Pines. I'll give him that. The second hit was not that bad. That wasn't that bad. I'll give him that. You know, it was pretty honest and stuff like that. So far, it was really, really amazing right there for Dipper Pines. No doubt about it. You know, he's doing the best he can out there. Let's go look at the replay right now. So far, not bad with his second run. I mean, the first hit wasn't that much, But the second one, if you compare it, it was really amazing by Dipper Pines and Octonator. I like the part how he reversed the truck. And look at this, perfect reverse and back on all 4 BKT tires. That's what everybody wanted to see. Now the score to be right now, 2.562 from Monster Energy. So far, I'm not getting ready for what's the word from the officials just yet. We're just waiting for the decision has been made. And now, ladies and gentlemen, told by the officials that the scores are in. We're just going to see what's going to happen right there. And there it is, 1.050 for Dipper Pines and Octator. Not enough, but at least he tried his best. But still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So, yeah, that's how it is, goes, everything like that. One more two-wheel skill to go, and then we're going to go to halftime. And then we will go to freestyle. And then after that, when this show's over, we will see you guys in a little bit later on Stadium Championship Series West. We're broadcasting from our broadcast booth to show you guys from my imagination world to the real world. Anyways, here comes Tank and Punisher. Let's see, can he go for the two-wheel skills? You know, maybe he can try to go for three-peat, you know, for a clean sweep. Well, I'm not saying three-peat, I meant a clean sweep. Let's see what he's going to do, because his mission is he won racing, that's good, but he has to win this competition and the freestyle just to get, you know, his victory win. So far, he's lining up right there, and it looks like to the jump right there, and perfectly, oh, amazing. Well, he slowed down because he didn't want to cause an accident, that's why. It's because that ramp was in the way. So far, one more hit to go for Tank and Punisher. Let's see what he's going to try to do his best right there. So far, he's trying to get in the game out there, but I don't know how or what's going on with Tank. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Fun fact is his chassis that he's driving is under Salvager. He's a former Salvager driver, but now he's in Punisher. So the jump right there, and not bad right there. Pretty decent out there for Tank and Punisher. Okay, I will give him that. That's okay, you know. Nothing against that or anything like that, but still, at least he tried his best, you know. There's no doubt about it for Tank and Punisher, but still, we're going to see. Now let's go look at the replay right now for the Punisher monster truck. So far, he did the perfect jump right there. Not bad. I will give him that, you know, trying to show it off right there. Doing the best he can out there, you know, in his, you know, in his thing, stuff like that. But right now, he's the only, him and Mavis are the only drivers are still remaining undefeated on their stadium tour. I don't know how it's going to happen or how it's going to work, but we'll see. So far, the score to be right now is 2.562 from Monster Energy's, you know, Mr. Poppers. Tank is trying to see what's the score right there. And we're going to see what's the score right there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told by the officials that the scores are in. We're just waiting to pop out. There it is, 1.204, which unfortunately is not what he wanted to do. But still, hey, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So he got till freestyle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to halftime. We'll be back to Tampa, Florida. And congratulations to Mr. Poppers in Monster Energy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like we're going to go to the official halftime. So we're going to get back to Tampa, Florida in just a moment. But right now, let's go talk about halftime. So Stadium Championship Series West, we will be here later on tonight. Racing winner goes to Gideon Gleeful, and Jurassic Attack. Two-wheel skills goes to Shasta and Blue Thunder. Freestyle was Humphrey and Earthshaker. And then your overall event champion goes to Gideon and Jurassic Attack. What a good one. But Gideon Gleeful, he is outstanding so far. Wait, outstanding. I'll give the kid that. He is really far away from his Stadium Championship Series West. The only person who could take him out is between Blue Thunder or Earthshaker, but mostly Shasta. Shaster's a huge threat to Gideon, but this is like a good rivalry between those two guys right now. These guys are going to go at it. I don't know if we could put him next year for next tour. What do you guys think? I'm not so sure yet, but we're looking forward for this season. But so far, it was a great match of rivalry between Shasta and Blue Thunder and Gideon Gleeful and Jurassic Attack. Remember, these two guys are going to go at it, and this is a good match right there. However, these guys are going to have a good, perfect match. There's no doubt about it. But the matter is this. If they can get back in the game right now, trying to show off all the things they can do right there, there is no doubt about it how these guys can do it. So far right now, it's a good match of rivalry between those guys right there as they get ready for more for anything like that. Now we're going to go take a break from West. Now we're going to go to the other tour, which is Stadium Championship Series North. It will be tomorrow in Anaheim, California. So racing winner goes to Sanjay and Gravedigger. Two-wheel skills goes to Rocky and Soldier Fortune. Freestyle goes to Mojo and Barefoot. And Mr. Tibbles went overall event champion. So Mr. Tibbles went overall event because he was in the racing semifinals. But, you know, apparently he lost to Thunder Roars, which Thunder Roars made it to the championship race, but lost to Gravedigger. He was in third in second place, and he made it to second place in freestyle. He had a great freestyle moment until Mojo did that amazing save in Anaheim, California. So Stadium Championship Series North will be tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout. It will be live on both channels, on our official channel, including my official channel, AALS3179. It will be official on both sides, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, so be on the lookout and stuff for Stadium Championship Series North as well, including South. So we are doing 4 Stadium Championships nonstop. There will be no, we're going to take a break from arenas for right now. We're going to focus on stadiums for all of you guys right now on both side of our channels. What a good really race for the tour right now. So far, it's still a neck and neck between Barefoot, Thunder Roars, and including Game Over, including Gravediggers becoming a huge comeback. This is crazy. And now we're going to Stadium Championship Series South. For the first time ever, we are leaving the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. Now we are going to the Atlanta Speedway. This is the Stadium Championship Series South, and we will be broadcast as well tomorrow, but it'll be a tomorrow morning show. Now, racing winner goes to Summer Smith and Whiplash. Mavis Dracula, Lucas Oil Stabilizer got the skills competition. Freestyle goes to Morty Smith and Bakugan Dragonoid, and overall event champion goes to Ethan in El Toro Loco. Now, last year, I remember Ethan was having a dominant race. At the time, he was in one of our North tours with El Toro Loco. This is his second season, and little did I know, he's pure dominance, and there's no doubt about it. So far, the Smith family are looking really dominant right now. Morty and his older sister, Summer. Meanwhile, Summer's husband, Ethan, is really dominant, and Morty's girl, Jessica's doing well. But the only threat to all these 4 family relatives is this girl, Mavis Dracula, Lucas Oil Stabilizer. So far, Mavis is trying to stay in first place, but she's having some little trouble because Ethan is catching up. If Ethan might take over tomorrow night, Ethan might be the first place overall in Stadium Tour, but this is crazy. And now, our official last one, we're going to go to arenas. Arena Championship Series number 3 in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the arena, home of the New Orleans Pelicans. Ladies and gentlemen, we are across the street from the Superdome. Right now, they're not in the Superdome. They're at the Smooth Kingdom, I believe. I'm not so sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but anyways, I'm going to get to that. Anyways, racing winner, Shamu and Rockwell Red. 2-wheel skills goes to Knuckles the Kid and Max D. Blue has won his freestyle competition with Barely Tame, and Knuckles got the overall event. So far, Rouge is still taking the lead in this tour right now, but the comeback could be between Rockwell Red, USA 1, or either her husband, Knuckles, in Max D. This is going to be a tough strategy for Rouge because she could lose points, and this is a bad situation for her. So we're going to have some bad news for Rouge if, you know, I'm not so sure how she's going to pull the upset, everything like that. I'm not so sure how it's going to go or how it's going to be, but still, it is what it is. We're going to go ready to find out. But I'm not so sure because this is a really matchable strategy, you know, stuff like that, because there's no doubt about it from those guys out there because, you know, I don't know how they're going to do it, but this is a really, really, really crazy matchup, everything like that between all these guys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that halftime has come to an end. We are officially now going back to Tampa. And now, ladies and gentlemen, pulling up the starting line, here comes Amy Rose and the Gravedigger ready to start her freestyle competition. Unfortunately, you know what? This is one of the rare locations to have Gravedigger in the barely of the first half, especially first place in freestyle, because Amy's not having some good freestyle right now. She's not having a good well in her tour, but she had some good moments so far this year, but she's still eligible to possibly to make it to the playoffs. But I don't know about her stadium wins because we are almost done with our stadium tour to get there. And it looks like there's a trouble between Gravedigger. Already it flipped it over, and Amy Rose, it looks like she saved her truck. Oh my goodness. I'm not so sure if the officials are going to let her go, if she has to make hand signals, if she's still okay. She's still making a good hand signals, and it looks like she's eligible to get going. What a wow. All I can say is what a start to get ready for her in her freestyle competition. Boy, that is some crazy moments. This is like one of the 1 in a million moments that a truck flipped it over and saved itself barely in its freestyle run with the barely jump. And it looks like some crazy moments right there. And there goes the right side of the fiberglass body getting out of the truck. And it looks like Amy's mission is going to rip down all this fiberglass body. It looks so weak. It looks like easy to break. But in reality, fiberglass is hard to break in humans' hands. The only way it's damaged, unless it's like 1,000 pounds of pressure. And it looks like she's stepping on her, side. It looks like she's going to give that souvenir to a Tampa fan, unless if, there's close by. Boy, Amy is having some decent runs right there. So far, she's really having some strategy right there. Under 36 seconds to go. Remember, she is the wife of Sonic the Hedgehog, and she is trying to get ready, and she's going to do some donuts right there. Not bad for the pink hedgehog herself, Amy Rose. Amy's looks like she's trying to get in there to go on the game right there. Under 20 seconds to go. Let's see what she's going to do. It looks like she's going to go backflip right there, and she's going to do it right there for the Tampa fans. Upper the backflip, and it looks like got it. Not a single scratch. Amy reversed the truck. Come on. Oh, no. No, and that is the end of the run, especially with the smack of the side of the wall. But still, it is what it is. It's not going to stop Amy Rose from getting out of her truck. And there she is, getting out of the truck, waving it to all the crowd right here at Tampa, Florida. Man, this is some amazing run. Now let's go look at the replay. The first jump, oh my goodness, she saved her truck. I am surprised what she's doing right now. That is amazing save right now, even though we have a little bit of rain going on in Florida, but it's not really a bad way right there. Right now, the rain is like so light right now, but it doesn't stop Amy Rose. Did it for all the fans out there, but even though Gravedigger has to go first because, you know, rules are set for the officials and stuff like that, so that was an amazing run. Now, let's go look at the replay. Now let's go look at the scores right now, I meant to say, as we're going to get ready to look at the scores. So far, I'm told by the officials that the scores are officially now in for Amy Rose and Gravedigger. We're just waiting for what's the decision by the fans. And there it is, a good start. Okay, 8.523. That is a good start right now for Amy Rose and Gravedigger. I will give her that. That is a good start right now for Amy Rose. You know, she is going to be in the hot seat, but in a rare location, she could possibly win the freestyle, even if she hit first. But remember, that's one of the rare moments. Now pulling up the line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Judy Hopps in the Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Let's see, her mission is that she wants to win her stadium tour, want to get to the World Finals, but she's doing great. I'll give her that. She's making a good comeback, but the only thing is that she's still got a long way to go if she wants to make a huge comeback, because remember, I don't know if with the points and standing, everything like that, because at this condition, I don't know if she's going to make a huge comeback, but we will find out. You never know. So anyways, the score has started. I mean, the timing system has started, my bad. But still, it's a little bit raining out there right here in Tampa, Florida. But Judy Hopps is not going to stop her there. She's going to run it around there. And you know the history of Monster Mutt Dalmatian, as I mentioned earlier, back in racing, Monster Mutt Dalmatian has several different drivers. You know, it all started with several other guys like Lola Bunny, the former Medusa driver. They drove there well known, but it was mostly named after, you know, a lot of trucks like Bessie from Barnyard, Cindy Vortex from Jimmy Neutron, Puka from Puka. And Puka is the only driver that made Dalmatian wins a racing competition. But unfortunately, looks like Dalmatian will be out, and I don't know if this is going to be a good enough run. But Judy Hopps tried everything she can out there. I know she's very disappointed, not the way she wanted to do. Her mission is she wants to go to Zootopia, because Zootopia is not just her favorite city, but it's also, we're having a World Finals at her hometown place. But, you know, it's going to be a really tough matchup right there. Look at the replay right now. Not bad for Judy Hopps. You know, she tried everything she can out there. Unfortunately, it looks like it is really not the way she wanted to do. She tried to get her back up, but the truck, you know, fortunately, you know, lost the balance and everything. It's not, you know, what she wanted to do. So it is what it is. Anyways, the score to me right now is 8.523 from Amy Rose and Gravedigger. I don't think it's going to be enough for Judy Hopps and Monster Mutt Dalmatian as we look at the scores. We're just waiting for the decision has been made, and I'm told by the officials that the scores are in right now as we're waiting for what's the score right there. And there it is, 2.359, which unfortunately it is not the way she wanted to do, but you know, you can't do nothing about it. It happens. Everything can happen for a reason. Like I say, you know, everything is predictable, so stuff like that. So congrats to Judy Hopps. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is. Pulling up the starting line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Dipper Pines in the Octanator monster truck. Let's see what he's going to rock and roll in right here at Tampa, Florida. So far, Dipper Pines is trying to do the best he can out there. You know, I've been knowing this kid for a very long time. He started out driving the monster truck known as Shocker. That all started because a Shocker was his very first truck, and then Octanator debuted it. It was the decision from one of my brothers who made the decision to put Dipper in the Octanator, and look at him making a name for himself. And he also, not to mention that he also won the inaugural All-Star Challenge, was the best trick competition when he did this amazing backflip. The similar way how everybody remembers the Lee O'Donnell back in World Final 17, the V-Ping Racing Fuels Mad Scientist. Kind of like that Dipper did, but except the difference is that it wasn't a freestyle, it wasn't the best trick competition, and he took it all the way, you know, from down house, which we were there, you know, same is similar right there at Sandboy Stadium in Las Vegas. So anyways, Dipper Pines, and it looks like he's going to bypass this 1 minute and got his freestyle going on top of this big ramp right there. Whoa, careful, Dipper. And I like the part how he's breaking the truck too much because he doesn't want to flip the truck over. Once you flip the truck over, you know, it can cause some serious issues and stuff, and then you're going to lose, you know, you're going to have to get, you know, be eliminated off the freestyle competition, something like that. Anyway, so let's get back to freestyle right now. Dipper looks like he's going to go, is he going to cross thread it? Oh yeah, it's done. He's done. I saw it. Even before he flipped it over, it looks like a shock just pull out and it's going to cost him. And yup, they already shut him down and that's going to cost him right there. I know these crew members are going to be very disappointed to fix this truck. Well, not really disappointed, but you know, these trucks are reckless. You know, once they break it, we have to fix it. But there's some that have to be very careful with everything. Not bad run by Dipper Pines. You know what? He's been a legend, very, you know, been with us for a very long time and stuff. Glad to see this kid rolling all the way from the TV show known as Gravity Falls. Disney Channel's one of the #1 hit shows. One of my favorite shows, you know, to watch even as a young adult at the time. But still, it is what it is. I'll give him that. Dipper's very smart. You know, he's smart. He doesn't play dumb. But fortunately, this one, it got the best of him. So, you know, it is what it is. You can't do nothing. So, all that stuff. Anyway, so 8.523 is the score to beat from Amy Rose and Gravedigger as she's still remaining sitting in the hot seat. So far, not yet told by the officials. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told by the officials that the scores are in. We're just waiting to pop out the screen right there. And it looks like we're just going to wait for it, how it's going to be right there for Dipper Pines Octonair. And there it is, 4.725. Well, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. But, you know, stuff like this always happens and stuff. But still, very happy for Dipper, how he come up all the way in as his, you know, his strategy, everything going like that. So it is what it is. You know, you can't do nothing about it. So that's how it is and stuff. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the son of Cosmo Wanda, aka that is Timmy's brother, Poof, or should I say Perry, in the Avenger monster truck. Now, Perry started way back, you know, starting out driving monster trucks because, you know, it all started because he was a young kid. Even he once told me, you know, one of my favorite moments, especially the World Finals, seeing his dad performance in Goldberg, Team Mins, and Maximum Instruction winning, seeing his mom winning, seeing his brother Timmy not once but twice, wish it could have been him. You know, seeing, especially he wanted to win at Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas. Fortunately, Sam Boyd Stadium, you know, we didn't continue on that one. We were very sad and disappointed that Sam Boyd Stadium will never be continued. And we still miss the stadium even to this day. But, you know, you can't say much right now. But, however, Poof, his only mission is to try to win a World Finals champion. That's his main goal right there. So far, you know, he's just really getting ready to get started. Not bad right there. And it's not his debut Avenger. This is one of his original bodies from 2 years ago. He had this event. He had this for a permanent Avenger body, the American way. But, you know, now we went back to the original green form. And now he's back again, bringing it, but as an alternate, you know, body. Kind of like, you know, NFL, MLB, NBA, or MLB, or MLS with their alternate uniforms from some teams and stuff. So this is like an alternate uniform right now in the world of monster trucks. So, all that stuff. Anyway, so 32 seconds to go. Let's see if Perry can get in the game right there. And it looks like he has to be careful out there. Not bad by Poof, you know, trying to get in the game out there. And it looks like he's going to flip it over right there. Oh, careful. Careful, Poof. Can he save it? Yes, he saved it. He saved it. And that's a good one. He's about under 18 seconds to go. But the officials, I don't know if they're going to let him go. Oh, yeah. Okay, they let him go. That's what I was worried about. It's because, you know, it's up to what the officials. So remember, each driver has a hand signal just to let them know, say, hey, like, I'm ready to good to go. So I would like to continue. So they're like, oh, okay. So whatever they like to do. Upper the backflip right there. And it looks like, oh, wait a minute. Is he stuck? Oh, yeah, he's stuck in the wall. For some reason, I don't know. This is one of the weirdest moments I ever saw. He is stuck on the side wall right there. For some reason, now the officials are running there saying, why is he stuck? So, ladies and gentlemen, oh, it looks like it's probably because of he had a flat tire and is connected to the sharp edge of the rail because he damaged the rail, which is not a good sign, but still it is what it is. Anyways, what a good run right there by Poof and Avenger. You know, he tried everything he can out there. You know, it's a really awesome, you know, he goes by Perry now, but, you know, Perry did everything he can in his power to get on the game right there. So far, he came out in a new version of Fairly Odd Parents, even though, you know, one of the weird, saddest decision, we don't see Timmy. Maybe one of these days we will. We're not so sure. We're not going to get to that. This has nothing to do with it. But still, it was a good run right there, even though he got stuck on the guardrail, the sharp edge right there. So it just forced him to get stuck. Now the score to be right now is 8.523 from Amy Rose and the Gravedigger Monster Truck as we're getting ready to see the score. So far, not yet told by the officials. It looks like a really, really tough 50-50, I would say. And now, ladies and gentlemen, told by the officials that the scores are in. We're just waiting to, you know, balance the scores right there. So far, we're just going to see what's going to happen or what's the score or the decision right there. And see, and there it is, 4.563, which it was a good score. I'm not going to lie, it was a good score, but can't do nothing much out about it. But still, it is what it is and stuff like that. So very happy for Poof. You know, he did everything he can out there and his power and his rage, you know, trying to do everything he can for his run. But still, it is what it is. Speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Pacifica Northwest in the Monster Mud Monster Truck. And, you know, she is also the former driver of the Horsepower Monster Truck. Horsepower, how it all started, and that was her main truck that she debuted. I remember a while back when we were in Dimsdale, you know, home of the Pirates, you know, speaking of the Fairly Odd Parents, Pacifica debuted the truck only once, and she won, out of nowhere, she won a racing competition. And then next season later, she finally had a full-time driver with, you know, the Horsepower Monster Truck, won that year's World Finals. We thought she was going to do it again, but if it wasn't meant for Tank, who was a former driver of Salvager, who's now in the Punisher, that's when they became an ultimate divisional rivalry. Although they're good friends outside, but they had to hate each other on the track. It's a, you know, rivalry between Pacifica and Tank. But even though they like each other, there's no hatred, no grudge or anything like that. But, you know, that's how the better truck wins and stuff. So we're going to put them every year because that's like our version of Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. And it looks like the body went out and, oh, looks like something got snapped in the bottom. And, yep, the officials will stop Pacifica. I know Pacifica is very upset right now. She does not like it so far. They will let her continue, but the problem is, if you could tell, the bottom of the bar from the, you know, the backside, from the right backside, it's already messed up and it's already broken it. So it's too much of a hazard for her to continue. What a good run right there, play Pacifica Northwest and Monster Mud. At least she tried her best. There's no doubt on all that stuff, but right there, you know, doing everything she can, got some jumps, everything. But even though I will never forget the racing earlier that she lost to her ultimate rivalry, Tank. But even though she's a Monster Mud, Tank's in the Punisher. And oh, and this is the problem right there. On top of the ramp right there, and it looks like it crunched. Oh yeah, right there. Right there. You know, at least she saved the truck. That's a good sign, but unfortunately, it's still not enough to continue because of the, you know, safety hazards for bar brakes. If one of the chassis break, the officials have a right to shut your truck down. So all that stuff. So it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So that's how it is. That's how everything works that way. But still, you know, at least she had a good run right there. And now all that stuff. But anyways, the score to be right now is 8.523 from Gravediggers, Amy Rose. And the score is 2.358. And that is a good, okay score, but not enough. But still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So very happy for Pacifica. You know, she came a long way. Can't do nothing about it. Can't say much. But hey, I'm very proud of this woman. You know, she really did a heck of a run right there. Pulling up the storyline, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Mr. Poppers in the Monster Energy Monster Truck. Let's see what he's going to do and get it out there. So far, Poppers is coming out right there, making sure that Pacifica is clear out of the track right now. The you know, the bulldozers want to make sure that everything is out of the track. And it looks like Poppers is trying to, you know, figure out which is the first jump he wants to do right there, right here in Tampa. So far, it looks like he's going to go for that one ramp right there, and he's going to ready to rock it out right there. You know, it's funny because Mr. Poppers, his first two freestyle wins was Monster Energy, the very same truck that he's driving right now. And then the last one was Rockstar Energy, which was a year after, you know, his second freestyle title won. He won 3 years in a row for the first time at the time when, you know, when Cosmo won the 3-time World Freestyle title. Oh, perfect moonwalk right there. And a little spin Rudy, and that's what the fans wanted to see. And it looks like they shut him down, making sure he's okay right there. The officials wanted to make sure. Poppers is giving the thumbs up. You know, he wants to prove to everyone, say, hey, yeah, I'm okay. I want to continue and, you know, get it out there. So far, not bad for the Emperor Penguin himself. All the way, you know, he's from the cold world of Alaska. You know, he's raised by his, you know, by him and his little brother. So far, him and his brother are still with their single mother. The mother is the only mother who raised him, the only parent. And I know she's watching her son, her baby boy, trying to get everything rocking and rolling right there. Not bad for Poppers, you know, he's just rocking and rolling right there. I like the part how he's trying to keep himself, you know, pretty decent and, you know, in his run right there and stuff like that. But, however, there's been a lot of tough runs right there, you know, trying to get in the game right there, all that stuff. So far, you know what, he's doing the best he can out there, trying to get in the game right there and perfectly jump. Whoa, careful. I thought he was going to flip it over or cause an accident, but not this time, you know. He's still remaining trying to keep it, you know, himself from a distance and stuff like that. So there's still no doubt about it right there. Under 20 seconds to go. The question is, can Mr. Poppers try to get in the game right there? And it looks like he's going to the official Monster Jam backflip. And not bad for the backflip right there. Oh, and it looks like it's going to stop him there. Well, that's a good run right there. I will give him that. You know, there's no doubt about it. Poppers did everything out there, you know, trying to show it off, you know, going for a lot of good wins and everything like that. You know, there's still no doubt about it right there for Mr. Poppers and everything. So let's go look at the replay right now. Not bad. I like the part how he spinner Rudy himself into the truck right there. That is what the fans wanted to see right there. All that stuff. And that was some good run, good freestyle, everything for the 3-time World Finals freestyle champion. I got to give him that. He just doesn't, play it fair. He knows how to win. He knows how to do it. And that's what Mr. Poppers wanted to do. Show it off and play fair. Get in the game right there. And there's still no doubt about it, even though it really ended right there. Anyway, so the score to be right now is 8.523 from Amy Rose in Gravedigger, as we're going to get ready to look at the scores right there. So far, not just yet for a word by the officials right now. We're just waiting for the decision has been made. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I'm told by the officials that the scores are in for Mr. Poppers in Monster Energy. I think it's like a 50-50. I'm not so sure yet. It could possibly knock out Gravedigger, but we don't know yet. And there it is, 5.628. Unfortunately, well, Amy Rose is having good luck so far. I will give her that. The question is, can she stay to take the lead right now? I'm not so sure yet, but it's up to what happens, or whoever is going to knock her out of the hot seat. It's up to whatever the fans wanted to see, but we will see more. And we'll see how it goes. So, yeah. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Nick Weil in the Blue Thunder Monster Truck. He is one of the 2 Blue Thunder Monster Truck drivers that we will see later on tonight. Another Blue Thunder who's looking good right now, Shasta and Blue Thunder. I mean, Nick has his good moments and stuff like that, but only disappointing moment was he is not really compared to Shasta, but we will see how more of Nick, if he can try to get in the game right there. So far, his timing system has started right there. It's pretty not bad right there for Blue Thunder. It's a really amazing, to see Blue Thunder coming back, especially we get to see more of Blue Thunder, all that stuff. And Nick Weil, careful, and it looks like there will be no official score because his freestyle run has come to an end. There's no way he cannot save it himself because, officials, rules, and stuff like that. So anyways, let's go look at the replay right now. Perfect run by Nick Weil in Blue Thunder, but I just don't understand what's going on or something, something like that. But he had his good moments, everything, but I don't know how or why did he have to flip himself over like that. And there's the part he did it. I think because he braked too much and it forces the truck to lose balance. Flipped it over and it's still not enough. So it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So right now, Amy Rose is still officially now taking the lead right now. Amy is having some good luck so far. She could possibly win a freestyle run. So let's keep our fingers crossed for Amy Rose. She could possibly win. For those of you guys that are big fans of Amy Rose. For anyone that is, not really into Amy Rose, well, it's up to you guys. But guess what? Let's hope our fingers crossed for our good old pal Amy. Because I know Amy, she could be a freestyle winner. But remember, she has other guys and gals coming up right there. Speaking of that, here comes our legend himself, Cosmo and Max D. He's our version of Tom Mintz in this Monster Jam nickelodeon cartoon world. He's a 6-time World Finals champion, and it wasn't meant for all the wins that he has because of that. Including, not to mention that the first 3 World Finals was, like I mentioned, before Mr. Poppers, he was the first 3 World Finals, the first 3 ones that he won back-to-back, and also to back as well. Well, the first 2 years was like, Tom Mintz in real life. First 2 years was Goldberg. Then we went to Team Mintz, and now he went to Maximum Destruction, and now shorted up to Max D. So, yeah, he's just rock and rolling. Like Tom Mintz, he's also driving the Willmans chassis. For anyone that, new to the sport, that Willmans chassis is a motor right in the front. So, instead of the back of the motor, is in the front side. So, and also the Willmans chassis is kind of like a little skinnier than the CDR's chassis, or CRD's chassis, I meant to say. But, we have a lot, including the PEIs. There's a lot of chassis. Any trucks can drive chassis, even, any chassis available. But as long as, we keep it simple, fresh, everything, that's who we are in Nickelodeon Cartoon Network. Anyway, so a perfect start right there for our legend himself, Cosmo. He's trying to get in the game right there in the Max D. Under 38 seconds to go. Let's see, can Cosmo get in the game right there? Cosmo looks like he's going to go for the backflip right now. And whoa, careful, Cosmo. And oh no, that's not what he wanted. And the officials are going to shut him down. Yep. Well, at least Cosmo did everything he can out there. I'm very happy for him, but it's not the way he wanted to do. But I know he's not very, very pleased about this run and everything like that. I know he would have been mad. I would have been mad too if I was driving this. Let's go look at the replay right now. So far, Cosmo did rocking and rolling right there. I will give him that. That is some amazing, runs and everything like that. He has his moments and everything, with the Max D and stuff like that. So all that stuff. Good runs out there for our legend right there for Cosmo, because I'm not so sure how long he's going to be with us, because he said he's thinking about retirement. no word from him right there, even though this may be his last season, because, you know, he wants to broadcast to the real world, which is right here, is out of my imagination world. So it's already here. So anyway, so the score to be right now is 8.523 from Amy Rose and Gravedigger. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see what's the score. I don't think it's going to take it out, you know, Gravedigger, even though the rivalry between Digger and Maxi is still the same as it is, but it's not the same as compares when we saw Donald Duck driving Gravedigger, which is our version of Dennis Anderson versus Tom Ince. That's Donald Duck versus Cosmo. And there it is, 4.390. Well, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, but, you know, that's how Cosmo wanted to do to get in the game. But, you know, he's the greatest of all time. He's like our version of Tom Ince, greatest of all time as well. But, you know, Cosmo is like, you know, living the dream right there, driving these 10,000 pound machines and stuff like that. Speaking of 10,000 pound machine, we're getting ready for our next truck for our starting line. Here comes Phineas Flynn in the Demo Derby Monster Truck, one of Hot Wheels creative, well, out of nowhere creative, actual Hot Wheels Monster Trucks live trucks, you know, made from it. So far, Phineas is getting ready to get it started right there, and he's going to move it along right there. Now, before Demo Derby, he has so many trucks he drove. None of them were his franchise until Demo Derby was available, and Phineas is finally making a name for himself with this truck. And Phineas, careful, it looks like he's going to flip it over. No, he's going to save it. Okay, I will give him that. He is still saving his truck right there. That is still a good run right there. So far, his game is, not his game, Phineas, his cover on our official Daniel Lopez, the video game. And so far, some people say, just like the Madden's curse, some people keep saying that Phineas is not having good luck because of the cover of the game. If it's getting the best of him, we're not so sure yet. We are not into that stuff, but the only thing is that we're into right now is Phineas's run right now. So far, I thought he broke the four-link bar or the turning bar, but turns out that it's still not damaged. He's still okay right there. And he's rocking and rolling for freestyle. I will give him that right there. Under 50 seconds to go for Phineas Flynn in the Demo Derby Monster Truck. The kid all the way from Danville, New York. Although that he did perform, you know, MetLife Stadium, it's like a hometown show for him, or a hometown state. Closest hometown show, you can say. And he's going to backflip it right there here in Tampa, but it's not enough. Not enough well, but right there. But hey, at least he tried his best. You know, I'm very proud for what Phineas has accomplished. You know, he never, ever give up without a fight. You know, this kid come a long way. He's a very happy, positive kid. Love hanging out with Phineas. You know, he's always smiling, happy all the time. You know, that keeps him happy. So keeps him positive, you know. So anyways, let's go look at the replay right now. So far, he had so many good runs out there. I thought he broke the truck for some reason, but I'm surprised he didn't. It was a close call for Phineas. And even though the officials would have shut him down if the truck's damaged, but he's lucky it didn't. But only thing, the backflip got the best of him. If only it didn't, you know, win well. If only did win well for him, but not the way he wanted. But still, it is what it is and stuff like that. Anyway, so the score to be right now is 8.523 from Amy Rose and Gravedigger, as we're getting ready to look at the scores right now. So far, not yet a word from the officials right now. We're just waiting for the decision. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like I'm ready to find out that the official score has already opened right now for Phineas Flynn in Demo Derby. So far, we're waiting to pop it out right there on the screen right now. And there it is, 3.692. Well, at least he tried his best. I can't say much for the kid, but, you know, the kid came a long way, you know, from everything he has done for everything. But still, I'm very happy we have him, you know, in our brand and stuff like that. Very happy, you know, for him, you know, everything like that. But, you know, Phineas is always keeping positive. Speaking of Phineas, here comes his stepbrother, Ferb Fletcher, in the V8 Bomber Monster Truck. Now, I know he was really disappointed earlier in racing. We were told that what happened was the faulty wire from the antenna was causing an interruption inside the system. So it wasn't a big issue or anything like that, but there was a bit of a, you know, false thing going on right there because the, you know, the check engine was giving some false stuff and everything. So the officials, the crew members checked before the skills. It was great. There was no turning on the light thing. And then they did it again before freestyle, and it seems fine right there, right now. So, all that stuff. Ferb Fletcher has been to multiple championship race, although the controversial moment was he did won the championship race at that finals, but the semifinals. But unfortunately, you know, it only wasn't meant for the damage, everything. But, you know, it happens all the time. But right now, Ferb is, the good thing is in the top 4. But the thing, he's still got a long work to do, even though to take out Poppers out of the hot seat, well, you know, in the first place. But right now, Ferb's mission is he wants to win the Stadium Tour. That's his dream, and that's his goal right there. And he has him dominant, you know, with this truck right now. He's making a name for himself with this truck franchise. I will give him that, you know. There's still no doubt about it right there. And I'll start, I remember when, you know, we used to have V8 Bomber when it was the silver design. At the time, it was driven by Titan, you know, our El Toro Loco driver guy. And now it's driven by Ferb Fletcher, and Ferb is making a good name for himself right there. all the way from the UK, ladies and gentlemen. And Ferb looks like he's going to be careful right there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, it is what it is, but I know Ferb is not happy right now with that run so far. But the officials had to shut him down for a reason, and that was a good run. I will give him that. Ferb Fletcher did everything he can out there. You know, all the way from the, you know, Disney's hit show, Phineas and Ferb, and all the way from Danville, New York, even though, you know, we're about up north, you know, they're in the south area, the southeastern side, although that New York is up northern eastern, or actually northern, yeah, northern eastern, I meant to say. But it is what it is. But, you know, what a good run right there by Ferb Fletcher. He tried everything he can in his power to try to go for a win, but unfortunately, and it looks like the backflip got the best of him, and it's still, you know, not the way what he wanted to do, but it is what it is. So anyways, the score to be right now is 8.523 from Amy Rose Gravedigger. So far, we're waiting to get ready to hit the score right now. So far, not yet by word by the officials just yet. We're just waiting for the decision. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told by the officials that the scores are in for V8 Bombers, so we're just waiting to pop out the screen right now. So far, we're just waiting for it right now, as the fans made their score yet. And there it is, 4.689, which unfortunately is not the way what Ferb wanted to do. I'm very disappointed for him. Not like in a mean way, but an honest, very disappointed run for him. But at least he did his best. You know, I will give him that. He could still possibly make it to the playoffs, but let's see if he can try to win it to get to the Monster Jam World Finals. And now we are down to the last two Monster Jam Freestyle champions until we're going to crown our freestyle winner. Let's start by with our former Monster Jam World Finals, not just one, but two-time World Finals champion. That is Stan in the Yeti Monster Truck. It all started a long time ago, a decade ago, back at World Finals 15, where he won a World Finals Freestyle champion. At the time, he drove Luminator. And then after that, we relocated from Las Vegas to my fictional city known as Crescent City. Went to the newer, at the time, newer stadium called Cartoon Field. Went to World Finals 21. And then won a world racing champion with this truck, the Yeti. And Stan made a name for himself with Yeti. Even though I asked him, what is the difference between you driving between Luminator and Yeti? Do you still miss driving Luminator or you like Yeti? His response was, you know, Luminator has his good runs. You know, I had so many great memories with Illuminator. You know, there's still no doubt about it. It's one of my favorite trucks to drive and stuff. But ever since I went to Yeti, made a name for myself, so there's no doubt about it, everything. And I always make around with a joke because of the show he represent, Dog with the Block. I told Stan, are you going to block this tonight? He's like, of course, you know, I'm always going to block this, you know, everything. Because, you know, blogging, without blogging, how am I going to block this without, you know, driving this monster truck? I'm like, yep, you're right, all that stuff. Good memories, you know, we love you, Stan. You're a heck of a guy. Anyways, rocking and rolling right there, under 42 seconds to go. Let's see if Stan can try to get in the game right there. And, whoa, perfect skill. I will give him that. That is an amazing run right there. I will give him that. You know, something I haven't seen that much all the time and everything. So, yeah. Stan looks like he's getting ready to rock and roll right there. And it looks like, oh, that sucks. That is horrible. Even though the backside of the right tire, it's already busted, there's no way he can't continue. The official says, no, you can't continue. There's no way. It is what it is, you know. That's how safety rules work, so everything like that. What a good run by Stan and Yeti. You know, he's trying to get in the game right there. There's still no doubt about it. Everything. And I like the part how, look at this. Perfect two-wheel skill maneuver right there. If he can do that again for the two-wheel skills, maybe he could possibly go to the playoffs. But even though his season wasn't that much as he expected everything. And now let's go look at this. The last hit. Oh, yeah, here's what happened. Yeah, he busted the right side of the tire. Didn't work out well, so it's not what he wanted to do. So anyways, the score to be right now is 8.523 from Amy Rose and Gravedigger. And now we're going to see what's the score just yet. So far, not just yet, I'm told by the officials. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told by the officials that the scores are in for Stan in the Yeti monster truck. We're just waiting for it to see how it pops out, and it looks like it could be a 50-50 chance. I'm not so sure yet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there's the score, 6.702, which at least he tried his best. It's not, you know, really that much as he can do and stuff. But, hey, very proud for this kid. You know, he come from a long way and stuff like that. But it is what it is. So, yeah, you know, very happy for Stan, you know, trying to do the best he can and stuff like that. So that's how it goes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here comes our very last Monster Jam Freestyle competition. And let's see, the question is, can Amy Rose got her wish to become the driver to win? Or is it Tank is going to knock her out? We're not so sure yet. Tank has won the racing. That's good news. Although two-wheel skills didn't work out for him. But his main goal, let's see if can freestyle work. Because I know him. Because remember, you cannot put to sleep on Tank, because Tank is a heck of a freestyler. When it comes to freestyle, especially, he's the very last person to go. He can knock everyone out. So I want to let everyone know, just be very extremely careful with Tank, because you know you don't want to keep your close eyes on this guy, because I known him since he was driving Salvager, that he did a heck of a freestyle jump or run that you can never doubt. One of my favorite moments was back in Anaheim. I think it was last year when we were in Anaheim, which he was in the East tour at the time as well. You know, back to back in the East Coast tour. We were in Anaheim, and you know, here's the funniest thing. Tank was the very last freestyle to go. A lot of people did not see this coming. Tank rocking and rolling, dominating the entire run with Salvager. I cannot believe it. It's like everybody was so shocked. How in the world did everything, and he still managed to win the freestyle? And it looks like he's going to go to the mini backflip, because no one has ever done it so far. Oh shoot, he is the first driver to do the first miniature backflip. Let's see what he's going to do right there. Miniature backflip, and he saved it. Okay, no damage on the truck yet. He's still alive right now. I'm very proud of this. So we're going to see what's going to happen right there. So far, it's a good run right there. So far, it's a good jump out there by Tank and Salvager. And it looks like he's having some good results right there for his freestyle run. And it looks like he's going to go for the backflip. And it looks like, whoa, careful, Salvager. Oh my goodness, and he flipped the truck over. I like the fans, how everybody is going crazy for Tank and Salvager. You know, he's never, ever has done a mini flip, and that's what everybody wanted to see. And it looks like he's waving it to the crowd. Not bad for the Brontosaurus himself. Tank, he was hired by one of my brothers. You know, it wasn't meant for my brothers hiring him. He wouldn't be here as it is today, and he's been pure dominance, man, I've ever seen like that. My favorite part is all the fans are loving it is the mini flip. He finally did the mini flip, didn't flip the truck over, did not balance, you know, did not force himself to give it up until this hit, even though it caused him already to flip the truck over. But still, he had a run, you know, it's pretty solid, decent. I'll give him that. That's an amazing run right there. So anyways, let's find out. So remember, 8.523 is a score to beat from Amy Rose and Gravedigger. So far, it's going to be a tough decision. We're not told just yet by the officials. We're just waiting for what's the score right there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, told by the official score is finally hit. Amy is chewing her nails right now. Tank is so nervous right now, as we're going to go see what's the score right there for Tank in the Punisher monster truck. And there it is, 9.782. Ladies and gentlemen, Tank has won freestyle. I knew it. I knew it from the very beginning. He finally did it here in Tampa. I know Amy would be a little disappointed, but at the same time, you know, at least she got her second place. She did do well. That was a good one. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the run for Tampa, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, your overall event champion goes to Tank in the Punisher monster truck. I know right now he's acting like Tom Mintz. He's giving one of his diehard fans a helmet, but it's to support one of the fans who is very sick right now. And now he's still remaining, taking first place in the lead. Amy Rose is still looked like she ranked up a little bit more, beating Nick Wilde, sending him last. Stan has, you know, sentenced last, and some of the guys went up. So far it's looked like a good rank up. Tank is still remaining to take the lead and stuff like that. So that was the end of the run, ladies and gentlemen. What a good run right there in Tampa, Florida, and all that stuff. What a matchup. We had so many there. Also, don't forget to give a shout out to beammonsters and the creators of the mods. Whoever's the creators of the mods, we want to give a shout out. Now, we don't have no authority of these maps or those monster trucks. They do not belong to us. They belong to their Pacific owners, which is beammonsters, and anybody from the beammonsters community. We want to give a shout out to you guys. So this belongs to you. Don't forget to hit the like, comment only on my channel, AALS, as well as share and subscribe to both channels and all that stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say is thank you for coming to watching Tampa. We hope you have a good night or a good morning. We will see you guys in a little bit at Stadium Championship Series West at El Paso, Texas. Coming up next, right here on this channel, as well as AALS. We'll see you guys there in a moment.